Hey everybody, my name is Michael, and check out this sunset. We are in Wilmette right now, tearing down the mall, chilling, doing Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, multitasking, doing what I can. In response to my previous video, I also forgot about nursing. There's tons of travel nurses out there that just take a little application and they work between hospitals, and some of them, I've seen the paychecks, they make $150,000, $200,000. Not bad. Now, they do work a lot, but hey, if you're looking for money, there it is. Speaking of the medical industry, well, trying to tie in teeth with nursing. Teeth. Lots of money in that if you become a dentist. Obviously, you have to become an actual doctor. Some people don't consider dentists doctors, but it is something that's going to cost you a lot of money. In America, at least. In Poland, not so much. Now, there was also one caveat to that. My aunt and my cousin are dentists, and my cousin's friend is also an orthodontist, and he was the one that did my braces. I just paid for the cost of the braces. So I purchased the better ones because it was cheaper over there. First of all, everything's going to be cheaper. Second of all, if it's free labor or very minimal labor, I think I bought them like whiskey or wine or whatever as a thank you. But still, I was very grateful for that because I saved a bunch of money. And even if I paid for everything, it would still be a fraction of the price of what it would be here in America. So I had to get a dentist, I had to get an orthodontist here, and obviously I have to watch out for my tinnitus, so I had to find one who specializes, at least for the dentist, orthodontist, whatever. I mean, there's not going to be any drilling, or very minimal drilling. I found a dentist who has relatively good prices for laser, using a laser which is quieter and more effective, and tons of benefits to it for really, really good prices for what other dentists, it's pretty rare to find one that has a laser that's going to be right around that price range, and good ratings, good reviews, had a good experience thus far. Unfortunately, it costs money. Regardless whether it's a good price or not, it costs a lot of money. And just my teeth alone have cost me thousands of dollars, not including the thousands that I saved abroad in Poland. I saved thousands of dollars. My braces altogether, I think, cost me like $1,000, and they were like the ceramic ones, and they kept breaking, like it kept popping off, and I had to go back 5 separate times and get it glued back on and whatever. And yeah, it doesn't cost a lot of money, but in America, hey, every single little visit is going to cost you. And it's crazy because over just the past year and a half, it's always the worst timing. Like today, I just had a filling that popped out, and it's stuck, and it's now like raised above my tooth. This is going to kind of be gross, but there it is. That's a little weird. And I can't properly close it. And now this side is uneven. And if you don't get it fixed within 3, 4, 5 days, bacteria starts growing in there. And that's the tooth where I had a filling where I still need to do a crown, but I can't afford a crown. And I was planning to do a crown after my dental insurance starts working. But dental insurance, it's not a lot, but I'm still paying for it. It only starts covering some minor stuff after 6 months, but the major stuff, sort of, not everything. And it's only going to be a portion up to $1,000, whatever. But still, at the end of the day, it still makes sense to have it later on. Now it doesn't, because I can't use it. I wish I could. You can't use it for the ortho, but for the dentist, I've already had multiple situations where I wish I could have used it. So haven't hit the 6-month mark yet. And even when we do, that's only going to be cleanings and just very basic minimal stuff, like fillings. Might cover a tiny portion. It's going to give me a discount, but at least it lets me, insurance pays for part of it, and then I pay for it later, and a little payment program. It extends it, gives me more time, gives me more freedom, but I can't use it because it hasn't hit the 6-month mark yet. We're close. We're approaching. I think it's in 2 months, but kind of sucks. And the 10-month mark, well, that's even further away for the major stuff, and that's where I'm saving up for the crown. I mean, I'm not saving up. I can't because I'm negative every single week, and I've got tons of bills, and have been unemployed for the past 2-3 weeks. Now we are starting work at Volvo next week, and that's very, very exciting, but it's going to be a while before we get bi-weekly paychecks. It's going to be a while before you got to go to trading first, and then you're going to be able to sell with clients, and it's going to take some time to get started. This time I'm staying. This time I don't care. I'm going to do whatever necessary to get to at least 80K, hopefully 100K, and later on, hopefully later next year, we're able to get out of what we are in right now, but right now it's just terrible. And just the fact that this filling popped out It's crazy. I've never had that happen before, but I guess it happens because I've had so many of my teeth, especially in the back. I've had root canal on that one tooth where it popped out. So the root canal was, I forgot what it was, but it was in the 4-figure range. It was like 1,000, 1,200 or something. Then an additional, crown is going to be an additional 1,200. I don't know, something like that. At the end of the day, it's going to be like $2,500 to $3,000 for everything total. Obviously, I put off the crown, but you're not supposed to because stuff like this can happen where it's temporary fillings. They pop out and, then you have to go back. But, hey, I don't have money, so that's what you got to do. So now, of course, it's always worse timing because literally this happened like 50 minutes after they closed because they were open today on Saturday. And obviously they're closed tomorrow. They would be open on Monday, but there's Memorial Day, so it's a longer weekend. Oh, boy. And then Tuesday, we're starting work. And it's like, oh, great. It's so I'm going to try and go before work without an appointment and just beg and please, and get put on a payment plan because it's very annoying. It's not going to be a lot, but, there's always a cost to replace a filling, whether that's $100, $200, $300. There's always a cost. And ironically, this is one day after yesterday, I finished my payment plan with my ortho because a couple months back, my upper permanent retainer fell off. It got loose. Well, it started falling off, so that wasn't great. I tried gluing it in. A couple months later, the other side was falling off, so it just didn't make sense. So we ripped it off. Got a temporary retainer that you wear at night. Well, now, over the past month, my permanent retainer from the bottom started getting loose, and it's like, great. So getting another wire, $750. Obviously, I'm not going to do it because we would owe $750 for both. Plus, it's still recommended to get the temporary retainer. So the temporary retainer was $300 for the top last year, but thanks to inflation, they said, hey, we got to raise our prices. And I get it. Everyone's raising their prices right now. So it was $350 for the bottom. They 3D scanned it. It's nice and all. But here's the kicker. My top one now needs to get redone because I've had so many fillings and so many holes that it changed like the way, my teeth, and I can click it in there, but it's not great. My teeth shifted. And now thanks to this, and obviously when I get a crown, that's going to make the bottom one a little, so, you can see it's this constant cat and mouse game, like what's going on here? And this is just getting started. This is just the fun part. So I had a root canal. Last year I had super, super bad pain. I've had a lot of like my back teeth. There was multiple cavities. I've had problems with teeth ever since I was young. That is really cool. Look at that plate. Shoo! And it's really frustrating because thanks to my family, I was able to fly to Poland and get my teeth done for cheap or very minimal costs. And I've had tons of cavities, probably over 20, 30 cavities in my life. Like this is crazy. Some teeth, like in the back, there's only like 50% or less of the actual tooth. It's just a bunch of, fillings. And obviously that's going to degrade over time and you have to redo that. And then you have to start thinking about, pulling the teeth and bridges or crowns or whatever they're called. I don't know. So it's not great. Now I have to figure this out, hopefully Tuesday. But on top of everything else, I know there's other cavities that have formed. And I'm brushing my teeth, I'm flossing, I'm doing what I can, but it doesn't matter. My teeth suck. And yeah, they're not white. Yeah, they're better. There's plenty of situations out there where people have them super crooked and it's super painful. But it feels like every couple of months something's going wrong with my teeth, and every couple of months it costs me a couple $100. And if I don't fix it, then it's going to end up costing me $1,000 or more. And on this side, after the root canal, literally a month, like not even a month passes by, and on this side it's like the same root canal type pain, and I'm like, oh my god. And I don't know if it's phantom pain or something's happening with like my nerve, but they checked it multiple times. It seems like everything's fine, but every now and then it starts hurting, like really painful. It's gotten better, which is good. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow, that sky's really, really nice. Yeah, so altogether, since I've come to America, all of my dental bills are probably approaching like $3,000. And there's more that needs to be done. And it's like, it's like, what do you do? I don't know. I really don't, because I don't have money and I have to ask to be put on a little payment plan, even for stuff that's 200, 300, 400, 500. And I know there's other cavities that are probably going to be 300, 400, 500, and hopefully that insurance, we're waiting until insurance starts working. But America's system with health insurance sucks. And the fact that, even for normal health insurance, I haven't seen a doctor in a long time for a checkup. I did get normal health insurance, but it's still not going to cover everything. There's deductibles and whatnot. We are going to have to go to a checkup eventually when we have more money. I love plate spotting. This is super cool. Super, super cool. There's another plate over there. This one's a big boy. Oh, this one's definitely a big boy. Look at that. It's got 4 engines. All right, so we looked it up on Flight Radar, and it is a 747 Queen of the Skies. I think it's Magma Aviation, flying from Frankfurt, I think freight. Super duper cool to see the 747s. Love it. Wow, that is crazy. That's so cool. That I'm like in shock at how gorgeous it is. My wife's got to go see the dentist because she's got some tooth pain now. And that's the problem. If you have cavities and you're kissing, it can spread cavities. And maybe she's got a cavity from me. You never know. It's really, really fun. So, just wanted to rant because, that's pretty much all we do on this channel anymore. But this is documenting my journey to hopefully becoming a millionaire in the future and not having to worry about any of this stuff. But for right now, we are essentially poor, living in poverty, just drowning in debt and not being able to afford food, gas, and all this fun stuff all the time. So we are just chilling and having fun with what we can, what's free, what nature's giving us. Yeah, that's fun. So, wish me luck. Hopefully, it's going to be fine. It's something really, really minor, but I really hope nothing major happens again with my teeth. It always seems like it's unfortunate timing, rare circumstances. Something again happens where, the average person doesn't have as many financial issues suddenly pop up, little emergency situations. And it seems like with my teeth, something's constantly happening. Oh, this fell off. Oh, that fell off. Oh, here's a root canal. Or here's multiple cavities. Oh, this filling's now popping off. And it's like, So anyways, share with me your story regarding teeth if you have any fun stories as well. Thanks. Have a good one.